Hi there, it's Tim with Far North Magic. Today, just gonna look at a few of the things I end up putting aside for the future and such for the month of November. So, for first off, I end up getting some extra commander decks, and I was able to find a store that had these guys for 40 Canadian, which is pretty good for the pair. So I ended up getting a few sets of them, just because a lot of stores have the elf deck at over 40 by itself, so it's almost like you're getting the free phantom deck. But a lot of these smaller intro decks don't have a huge amount of, like, they don't have a big headliner card that's like $10 or anything. Like, I think the best card in the phantom deck's like Windfall, which I figure gets reprinted again and it will be like $2-3 at the best. So kind of proceed with caution, but if you get them cheap enough, like I don't mind getting them myself. I pretty much gave up on the Zendikar Rising ones. They had them at the same price, but the problem is a bunch of those cards have already been reprinted. So you got like the Signet and even like the Geode Ranger and stuff. You have just a whole bunch of they're not really expensive cards, but you have a bunch of cards that had a little bit of value and they're not that great. Along a similar vein, I end up getting a couple extra sets, well, I guess 4 sets, so 2 of these boxes of the Midnight Hunt decks. They were 45 for the group of 2. So there's the zombie deck, which is the deck that I would want, and most of that would hold most of the value. But with the like starter commander deck, some of that zombie deck's getting reprinted again. So like really these set decks, I think all the commander decks are kind of almost at a crossroads, kind of, because without some sort of gimmick, they aren't probably going to hold up as well as they used to, because they just keep reprinting all the cards they keep, because there's just so many decks they're coming out with. And it's not like they just reprint the card once and leave it for 2-3 years. It's like they reprint it every year or twice a year or something. And to an extent, that's good to get the cards affordable, but it's also bad if you're trying to, like, you're not going to get people excited if, like, now it's like you're selling a deck for $45-$50 and the value in the deck's only like $60-$70 for the most part. Like, it was just not going to work out, because people are used to thinking like, I'm going to get $80. But part of that is because like a lot of cards are way down in value compared to before. So you'll have like Sol Ring on some of the older decks count as like $3-4, like $3. Arcane Signet at $2-3, and now those cards are like $1. So like you're almost getting a better deck, but the value just doesn't seem to be there, and I think it will take a while for that to catch up. So one of the other things I did was I bought a few extra Brothers War Commander decks, because I think that they'll have a bit of extra value with the people that are looking for the retro bordered cards. Now, I imagine they'll do a bunch more retro border, and it will kind of take away from these, so I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use these as a long-term hold for sure, but I like to keep some of each deck, but it's very hard to keep up with everything, as there's just, and also just the space is just getting out of hand. Like, I don't have enough space for everything. For booster boxes, I didn't buy a whole lot today. Well, this month I bought a few extra Unfinity, because one of the stores had them for 130 Canadian, so like 100 US. So not a great price, but just to have some hanging around. I don't think this is gonna go crazy, unless they really shorted the supply, but I think it's nice that it's one of the only products that like hasn't gone completely in the toilet, and most people thought it would, so I find that interesting. One of the other things that I got was I grabbed a few of this monstrosity. I grabbed there's a store that had these for $200 Canadian, and I thought this was a good deal, but then when I looked them up on like the US sites, it's not that great a deal. It's only a good deal because like in Canada there's still stores wanting even $350, $400 Canadian, because they just won't lower their prices. So you got a lot of stores at least at 300, if not more, like 350. So 200 seems like super good deal, but like I don't even know. I'll probably open another one, or I don't know. I'll have to see how I feel, if I want to take a chance on these, and go from there. I'm still not 100% sure on collector packs. I like have a stack on the shelf, but of one of each, but kind of just in this unknowing what to do situation with not being able to get some of those really cheap deals. So just is what it is. And the last thing I got was this Wizard's Tower Advent Calendar. So for December, at least the first part of December, I'm gonna do a pack a day, and then in theory I hope that the Wizards of the Coast Advent Calendar will come in, and I'll open that on Christmas. And I'll probably take a look to see, can we get more value out of 24 random packs or the calendar. I think that might be interesting. I got this for $225 before tax, so I was gonna end up just going to buy some random packs, so I saw this and thought this might be interesting to see what packs we get, and take some of the thinking out of my thinking away, so I don't have to like, oh, is that a good enough pack, is that too bad a pack, like just for something different, and go from there. So it will be interesting to see what packs they actually put in this, because apparently there should be 1 Masters pack and 6 collectors. But we will have to see what we get. And that was basically it. I was saving up some store credit for Black Friday sales, and there wasn't too much other than like I got this at a pre-Black Friday sale, but but I wasn't really impressed by the Black Friday sales in Canada. So I guess we'll just have to see if the sales at the end of the year are any better. It seems like you get one or the other. The sales at Black Friday are either good, or the sales at the end of the year are good. So hopefully the sales at the end of the year are good, and we can stock up for the new year. But I guess I'll pass it off to you. What did you buy this month? Are you boycotting Wizards still, or did you take advantage of some Black Friday deals that were pretty good? Let me know in the comments. I'd like to know. Thanks again for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and have a good day. Bye.